Ian Garry is officially out of UFC 296. Ian has pneumonia and had to withdraw. Ariel Helwani tweeted Ian Garry is out of UFC 296. Garry is battling pneumonia and the flu. He's been sick for days, I'm told. This is why he didn't attend media day today. I'm told he did everything he could to fight, but the decision was made this evening to call the fight off. Ariel continued, no word just yet on what this means for Garry's 296 opponent Vicente Luque. Ian Garry gave a statement to Ariel Helwani. He said, I have pneumonia. They tried everything to help me. In the end, UFC doctor said there's no chance I could fight. The UFC doctor made the call. This annoys me more than anyone. I want to fight. It's my favorite thing to do. Ariel added that he sounds quite bad. Dana White also broke the news on his Instagram.
All right, guys, I know it's out there. There's some speculation that Ian Garry and Luque is off. It is true. It is. Ian Garry started with the flu that turned into pneumonia. So that fight is off and is not happening. It is true.
If you don't make it to the fight, you lose the fight. I guess all those memes worked.
So Ian Garry just pulled out. I mean, people, can you, I mean, did anybody see this coming? Like, I kind of raised my hand a little bit on that. I mean, man, Ian Garry, I mean, the problem is not Ian Garry pulling out. You know, sometimes at times, you know, I mean, I pulled out before a fight, you know, knowing that I had an injury and whatnot. But I think the fact that this thing festered, I think the fact that you know, he brought his family involved, saying his family's safety. And once you start triggering words like that, that stuff starts playing with your mind psychologically. You know, Dana just announced that Ian Garry had, you know, the flu, and then that flu turned into pneumonia. Because I tell you what, guys, people put this into consideration. What you think is how you feel. And how you feel is how you act. But at times, things like that tend to turn into sicknesses. So whether that's true or not, I'm not surprised. It's just a shame now, because knowing Ian Garry, could he come back from a deficit like this? If I'm a fighter and I'm getting ready to fight Ian Garry, man, I'd be pulling out all kinds of strings. I'd be bringing this stuff up and doing X, Y, and Z. But that's something that Ian Garry, and now apparently because he brought his family in, that they're gonna have to kind of not necessarily live with, but deal with it. So that being said, I mean, Ian Garry is out. I'm not surprised. I mean, it sucks, dude. I'm actually cheering for him. I actually started becoming a fan of him due to that simple fact that he's people were talking about him, and I appreciate that. And I talk about all the time the storytelling. But in this situation, this storytelling here, for the benefit of Ian Garry, is not a good one.
All right, guys, Ian Garry is out. Where should we begin? I suppose this is the part where we all begin weighing in and say, like, you know, I told you so. And I knew he wouldn't show. I must tell you, it does appear to be very legitimate. He was at a hospital himself. He was not feeling well. And he has taken his child to the hospital right now, the ER. The child has the same symptoms that he had. That is the way that this is being told. I want to leave it at that. I've never felt right when other people discuss people's medical. And in this case, you know, I just mentioned the child, but that is the way that the story is told from Ian's camp. So I tell that story and I bring in the child out of respect to the story and to add support to the idea that there's something going on, some flu or something going around.